Hello and welcome. As a specialist in modern hospitality operations, I'm excited to be here to support you, the students of Europe Hotel School, on your online learning journey. Today, we are going to dive into a skill that will absolutely define your entire career: building your signature communication style. You see, this is about so much more than the words you use. It's about deliberately crafting a professional identity that builds trust and earns respect from the moment you begin. Think about that for a second. Your professional communication really does become your signature. Just like the one you'd put on an important document, it should be distinct, clear, and unmistakably yours. Now, this isn't something you're just born with. It's something you build, one interaction at a time. This signature is what makes a guest trust you, what proves your credibility to your team, and what really paves the way for your growth in this industry. So, let's start with your professional signature. In hospitality, you're never just an employee, you're an ambassador. An ambassador for your hotel and, just as importantly, for yourself. Every single conversation, every email, every interaction, think of them as touch points that are constantly shaping your professional brand. And the bedrock of any strong brand? Well, it's consistency. And that consistency leads directly to reliability. When your communication is always calm, always clear, and always professional, you take all the guesswork out of the equation for people. Imagine a guest with a serious problem. They're probably feeling pretty anxious, right? But when they encounter a communicator who is steady and reliable, that anxiety starts to fade. It's replaced with a sense of security. They know they're in capable hands. And that same feeling of confidence spreads to your team too. It is, without a doubt, the foundation of success. So where does this kind of powerful consistency come from? I'll tell you one thing. It does not come from memorizing a script. It's built on a solid inner foundation. So in this next section, we're going to explore that internal blueprint that makes authentic, powerful communication possible in the first place. So I want you to really think about this question for a moment. A strong career, one that truly lasts and grows into leadership, isn't just built on what you do on the outside. It's built from the inside out. The most important work you'll ever do starts with understanding yourself. And it really comes down to these three core pillars of that inner foundation. It's a very deliberate process. You have to start with self-awareness. From there, you build upon that with empathy. And then you reinforce all of it by making sure you're listening not just to reply, but to truly understand. Think of self-awareness as your personal diagnostic tool. When you understand your own communication strengths, you can really lean into them. And, just as important, when you recognize your limitations, maybe you tend to speak a little too quickly when things get stressful, you can consciously work on that. This awareness is what gives you the agility to adapt to any guest, any situation, from any culture. Now, this is a really crucial distinction to make. Professional empathy is not about feeling exactly what the guest feels. Honestly, that can lead to burnout really fast. Instead, it's about understanding and acknowledging their emotional state with professional clarity. This is what allows you to stay calm, to build that all-important trust, and to skillfully diffuse tension before it has a chance to escalate. All right, so once that strong inner foundation is in place, we can start to construct the outer expression, the professional voice that your guests and colleagues will actually hear and experience. This is where the blueprint becomes the building. Just look at the night and day difference here. Vague language creates uncertainty and anxiety, but precise language, it manages expectations and shows competence. Here's a simple little framework you can use. Who, what, and when. Who will have the update? You. What will you provide? An update. When? In 15 minutes. Using a simple structure like this tells a guest you are in control, you have a plan, and you respect their time. A real hallmark of a seasoned professional is adaptability. Different guests have different needs and preferences. A business traveler who's short on time might prefer a very direct, no-nonsense response. On the other hand, a family on their first big vacation might need a more detailed, reassuring tone. Being able to read the situation and shift your style effortlessly is what separates good service from truly exceptional service. And, of course, that professional voice has to be consistent everywhere. A guest's experience doesn't just start and end at the front desk. It's the sum of every single interaction they have with you. Your professionalism on the phone, the clarity in your emails, and your demeanor in person, they all have to align to create one seamless, high-quality experience. Okay, so developing this style is one thing, but maintaining it and truly mastering it for the long term, that's another challenge entirely. So in our final section, let's look at the advanced skills that will polish and protect your professionalism throughout your entire career. This right here is probably the single most important tool for your growth. After a difficult guest interaction, don't just forget about it and move on. Take a moment, even just 30 seconds, to reflect. What worked? What could I do differently next time? This quiet, consistent practice is what turns day-to-day experience into true expertise. Let's face it, hospitality is unpredictable. The lobby can go from perfectly calm to absolute chaos in a matter of seconds. The true professional remains steady through it all. They understand that their calm tone is contagious. It directly influences the outcome of the situation. By managing your own stress, you become the calm center of the storm, and you can guide any situation to a positive resolution. Real mastery lies in balance. It's about finding that perfect blend. You need to be friendly, but not overly casual. Confident, but never dismissive. Warm, but not intrusive. This kind of communication maturity is what makes guests feel both genuinely welcomed and profoundly respected at the same time. And at the end of the day, this is about way more than just guest satisfaction. The skills we've been talking about are the very steps on the ladder to career growth. If you look at the leaders in our industry, you'll almost always find people who have mastered speaking with clarity, listening with empathy, and representing their brand with unwavering confidence. So remember, professional communication isn't just a course you complete and then check off a list. It is a lifelong skill that you cultivate. It will evolve and grow with every single experience you have, making you not just a better communicator, but a more trusted, more respected, and more effective hospitality professional. So as we conclude, I want to leave you with this question. You are the architect of your own professional identity. So when a guest, a colleague, or a future manager interacts with you, what will your communication style say about you? What will be your signature?